We're back. We're back.
Are we back live, are we?
Well, I mean, we're supposed to be back live. I don't know if it's live on anyone else's screens. You can hear us?
Are we back live?
There
Can,
we go.
can everyone hear us? Technical difficulties.
Joe can't techno.
Are we live?
Yeah. I'm not a technical man.
Man's supposed to be an engineer.
I'm a mechanic. I'm a mechanic, not AV. So
Okay.
that's why it's going. That's why it's going bad. But we're back. We're back.
God.
Sorry,
Right.
sorry,
Welcome,
everybody.
Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Can you
Welcome
hear
to
us?
episode 4 of the podcast.
A podcast where nothing ever goes wrong.
No. But anyways,
God's
right?
sake.
Enough of all the technical difficulties. Now we'll just start off with how's everybody's day been, or week been?
Awful.
Why?
It's been a long day today for me. I was working 12-hour shift today, so 7:30 till 7:30. So that's the reason why we
Nice.
started late.
Long days. I just realised we do have a new person in chat, Nath.
Hey, Nath, how you doing, mate? Welcome, bro.
I guess we should start off with the conundrum and riddle, then, really.
Oh, we got one.
We do have one this week. We do have one for this week.
Okay.
So get your notepads and pens ready, guys. Remember, don't answer in chat with the answers. Do DM us on Discord or anything like that. But
I'm a
your conundrum for this week is bum singe. That is bum singe. BUMSINGE. That is bum singe, and the clue is it's a particular feeling. So that's bum singe, a particular feeling. And the riddle for this week is what can't talk but will reply when spoken to.
Is it a woman?
Oh my god!
No, because they do talk and they don't stop.
Yeah. So we'll put the riddles and the conundrum in the chat so you guys can try and answer throughout the podcast. Obviously, do remember, don't put the answers in the Twitch chat because people might not know it. But if you do know it and you want to take part in the little challenge we have on, just DM one of us on Discord or something like that. But there you go. The answers are in the chat now.
What can't talk?
Answers? Do you mean the questions are in the chat?
Questions.
The questions are in the chat.
Oh yeah. The questions are in the chat.
Fucking
hell.
Joe's onto a great one today. Let's go.
I've had a long day, right? I've been sitting on couches. I had to drive halfway up my road with a bed hanging out my boot. Right. I've had a long day. I've been moving shit. I was drinking last night. Didn't go well.
So you've been shagging?
No. No porkies.
He's ordering Chinese.
That's kind of sus. I need to call an emergency meeting.
Chinese, no. We cannot. Oh no.
We can and we will.
To kick us off,
Go on.
because obviously this is like, we talk about weird and wonderful things on this podcast. I saw an Instagram reel the other day, right? And I want your thoughts on this, right? There was these people stood on like the edge of a volcano, right?
Yeah.
And they were like screaming into the volcano, right? And the caption was releasing anger. Right. So you got all these like brightly coloured haired vegan lesbians.
They thems. Yeah.
The Z's and Z's and fucking X, Y's and Z's screaming into this. Why is my question. They're releasing anger, but surely they're like, oh, if we let the anger build up, we might use it in violence. No, fucking that doesn't cause violence. You don't put religion causes violence.
Can I ask a question? Where was the person pushing these people into the volcano? Because they're a waste of space.
There wasn't one.
Shame.
Honestly, they'd stand on the edge of the volcano, like proper, like going at it, like, oh, and I was like, what is going on here? But I saw this reel, and there was like, oh, we need to release this anger because it will cause wars. I was like, bullshit. Religion causes wars. Fucking, it's all the Muhammad Ali's and the Jihadi Johns out there.
I mean, it's either a religion, money, resources,
America.
Shit governments.
America, you know, all the Taliban tallywhackers out there, fucking don't get too much schmackles.
Israel killing civilians in drone strikes.
Why do people seem to like after? Go on.
Oh, speaking of Israel, has anyone seen they've moved most of their forces now out of Gaza?
Yeah,
Have they?
there was apparently there was supposed to be peace talks today, but I don't know how it went. So
I didn't think people actually cared about that shit anymore because it was not really in the news, you know. Like, it's like the Ukraine, because all that shit's gone out the news. No one really cares anymore, you know.
Apparently, that war's still going on.
Hey, give it to the Ukrainians holding up.
Yeah.
Honestly, they've absolutely destroyed Russia, really.
We should start another war, and I know the perfect way to start it.
What's that?
Right. There's a country, I think it's Botswana, could be Bosnia.
One of the African countries.
Right, it's an African country.
African country.
Listen, they've threatened Germany with an invasion of 20,000 elephants. Bring back World War III.
I mean...
But how much gold did they spend on Age of Empires 2 to get them?
Where was Gondor when the Westeros fell?
I mean...
Where was Gondor when Germany fell?
Elephants could do a lot of damage, let's be honest.
Just imagine that, like, 20,000 elephants stamping. I mean, first of all, they're going to have to get them to Germany, but they're going to have to cross more land.
It's not just thinking about, like, stampeding elephants through a town, destroying cars and shit. You think them just, like, in a field just eating natural resources, like going through farmers' fields and just fucking
they're gonna poo as well.
Oh,
they're gonna poo as well.
Right.
It's a lot of poo.
Right. I feel sorry for the guys on Germany's border control that just got to kind of just stamp the passports of each elephant to let them in. Otherwise, they ain't getting in.
You got to think of the countries they've got to get through first to get to Germany, because Germany's
animals do have passports. So
shut up.
No,
not elephants. Surely
not. Honestly, when animals get transferred from zoo to zoo, they have their own passport. I only found that out when I went to Woburn Safari Park on Easter Monday.
Animals have. I need to get Chewie a passport.
Yep. Animals have a passport.
Just heard a shout, yeah.
She wants to go on holiday with Joe. I want to go drinking.
Passport, yeah.
That dog.
Animals have to have a passport as well. It's kind of weird, but
so we've got 20,000 elephants invading Germany.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We've got animals have passports. We need to get Chewie one for when we do another Cupby podcast holiday.
We do. We need to do one abroad, don't we?
Where would we take Chewie abroad? Like if we're going to go abroad, you know.
Germany.
And
here's why. Because everyone thinks she's worse with legs.
I mean, you couldn't take the dog to China because she would die.
I mean,
she would get eaten as breakfast.
Yeah. No,
or
you
South
can't.
Korea.
Because I'd walk into a Chinese restaurant and I'd be like, oh, hello.
You'd be safe.
Rice.
You'd be safe in Japan.
Like, oh, no, we
You'd be safe in
dog.
Japan. You'd be safe in Japan. They don't eat dogs.
They take it to China. They go, fresh products.
Thank you. Thank you for long sausage.
I got.
China number 1.
Oh.
No racism on this podcast, please. Actually, no. It's funny. Casual racism. All right.
Casual racism.
It's a dark human podcast. Get used to it.
Yes.
Racism is only allowed on a Sunday.
Anyone who's new to this podcast, this is a casual racism podcast.
This is also very mild. So
yeah, very mild.
Yes. We need to ramp it up a bit, right? What other things can we talk about? Chef, you must have
Oh God. Can anyone remember back in the day the Holocaust?
Apparently, in another African country, there's a drug epidemic going on at the moment with a new drug called Kush. A new drug called Kush.
Kush.
But it's not marijuana. It's not weed. People are smoking the grounded up bones of dead people. Apparently, because of the sulfur in the bones, the natural sulfur, apparently they're getting high off of it. So people are actually going around just grave robbing.
Yeah.
And nicking these skeletons and grinding them up and smoking them.
So they're smoking the dead nuns.
Yep.
No.
That's
a way to go, isn't it?
There's a thing that's going on in Africa.
If you want to
live one more time.
Yeah. If you want to go to Africa, you can smoke dead people.
Yeah.
Get high off it.
Wow, fair enough.
You've heard of that before, Sid? Nah, bullshit. You're just chatting shit.
I'll tell you what else I heard of the other day, right? There's these boats that are in the North Sea, right? I don't know what kind of boats they are. I'm not a fucking boat nerd. Yeah.
There's boats in the sea.
Fun fact,
guys. That's it. There's boats in the ocean.
Fun fact: there's more airplanes in the sea than there are boats in the sky.
That is true.
Yeah. Anyways, what I was on about, there's these red boats, right? And they just have water cannons on them, and they spray water in all 4 directions. And someone said, why do these boats spray water? And someone said, just to prove Africa a point, water exists. And they're just sat there just filling up the ocean. So, honestly, it goes back to the old...
Why are they filling up the ocean? What?
I don't know.
I mean,
they're just sat there, right, in the middle of the ocean, spraying water all directions, and someone went, ship one Africa nil.
I mean, there's a fun fact there, because there is ships that have water cannons on board that go through, like, the Red Sea and that, and it's to stop...
like pirates, isn't it?
It's to stop pirates getting on the ship. They have basically full-on, like, firefighter, like, hoses and shit, and just spray these people off their boats.
20 million PSI, just shooting at you. They could rip through the little wooden rib boats they use, you know?
Yeah.
Is that actually what they do, though?
Yeah.
It's like the film Captain Phillips, isn't it?
There's literally one way they
now.
protect their shipping, because obviously they're not allowed, like, guns, really.
Yeah. Wow.
If you was on a boat, right, you're a captain of your own boat now, you was going through the Pirate Valley, and anything was legal to stop them, what would you do? You have every weapon at your arsenal of disposal. What would be your battle plan?
Flamethrower with napalm on the side of the ship. Make them extra.
I would.
Make the Somalians more black.
I would personally. I would have.
Joke, by the way. That was a joke.
I'm gonna ignore that comment. I'm going to ignore that comment. I would have a row of windows on the side of each side of the boat, right?
Right.
And what I would do is, in front of the windows, if you're sat inside the boat and you're looking out, I would hang a little sign saying customer service, right? And on the inside of the boat, I'd have a bunch of Karens. So every time the pirates come near the boat, they're getting yelled at by Karens thinking the customer service. Ain't no fucker going to want to argue with that, they'd leave. Straight up.
But the pirates would just shoot Karens.
No, they wouldn't. Karens aren't defeatable, mate. Can't defeat a Karen.
I don't know. I think an AK-47 round to the face probably would kill a Karen.
Then I would agree with Napalm. Black Somalians.
Black Somalians. over Somalians.
How do you like your Somalians? Extra crispy.
Christ almighty.
And then smoke the bones to get high.
There you go.
Afterwards.
There we go.
So there you go, guys. If you do own a boat,
just sell the drugs. Make
if
a
you
profit.
do own a boat and if you do own a boat and you got some shipping that you need to do through Pirate Valley, and you want a way to get rid of Somalians, napalm them to make them more black. And once they're dead, smoke the bones, and then you can sell that drug as well back to them.
Money maker.
There you go. Darren's just come back. He's gonna be like, "What have I come back to?"
Welcome to the Cook Me podcast.
Cook Somalian podcast is back. This is.
I would name the Somalians Cook's Meat.
Cook Somalian podcast.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus no, I can't say that. That's bad. I just thought of something in my head, but I'm not going to say
it. Yes, you can. Say it.
Is it crossing the line?
Say it.
It's very crossing the line.
Why? Crossing.
Napalm. Napalm N-word. Napalm wiggers, we'll say.
Do you know what? I was about to
It rhymes with rigor and digger.
I was gonna combine the words, and then that came up with Nick Palms, and I was like, "What?" Thinking about that. Then I was like, thinking of that. Why are their hands white?
Oh my god, we're gonna get cancelled. We need to. We do need to like.
Genuine question now.
Go on.
Have you not noticed, right?
Yeah.
In those kind of people, that's also atrocious.
Those places.
You know, in the napalm Somalis, why are the inside of the palm still white?
You know, that's a pretty good point. Why is like the palms that are on white, the lips are kind of white, like on the inside?
Because everybody has a little bit of good in them.
It's probably, yeah, to do with melanin.
Jesus, we've really gone into the ethnic culture today.
Well, the reason
look at that, it's 45 minutes in.
The main reason why people from Africa do have like dark or black skin is because it protects them from the sun. That is the reason why.
The
skun.
Scum protection.
Yeah, but without being like fucking defensive now, that genuine question though, if that was the case, why are the palm of the hands not the same colour as, like, our palms are the same colour as our skin? So why aren't other coloured ethnics?
Because we don't have sun here, we have rain and cloud like most of the year.
But can you actually tan? Can you tan your palms?
I mean, you can burn them.
No, I don't think so.
So do they need black palms?
Yes, because it looks weird, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know.
Because if someone went like this to the camera, you'd be like, quick. It'd be like, and it wouldn't be the same colour. It'd be weird.
Weird.
Do you know what I mean?
Did searching it up in chat. We're gonna have confirmation.
Surprise!
On why.
But right. So if you can't.
Oh! First time chat from the first row. The soles of the feet and palms of the hands are much less exposed to sunlight than other areas of the skin, so little melanin is needed there. What the hell is melanin?
Right.
That sounds
scientific. It's the pigment in your skin, basically.
Someone's used big words. I will listen to what is being said. Thank you very much, mate, for explaining.
Anything with big words, we probably will be like, that's probably right.
Yeah, you can't just copy the answer above. Here's the answer. Change it so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Copy my answer.
Control C, Control C, Control V. You know, just. That's the classic. Go on then. Is there any more topics?
I mean,
moving away from.
Fun facts for you: you can't tan darker than your nipple colour.
No, that's a fact.
That is fact.
That is a fact.
That is a fact.
If you can tell people tan, right? You can tell if people tan on holiday before they even go on holiday. If they have like brownie coloured nipples, right? Mm-hmm. You know they're gonna tan. But if they have peachy white nipples, they won't tan. That is a fact.
So what about? I've got a question. What about Darren's nipples?
Darren's nipples. Darren's nipples, I'd say more pepperoni.
So they do look like pepperoni.
So I don't think Darren would tan on holiday. Darren, do you tan on holiday? We need confirmation in chat. Like when you go to a hot country, do you tan? Nice, because I have brown nips, you know. Yeah, so I tan quite well.
So if you look at the wall behind you, some of the squares represent me on holiday. Some of the squares represent Joe after day one.
Josh.
Now,
me. Josh.
Joe does end up looking like the
Napalm Somalian.
Frisbee.
I wonder what the YouTube title of this video is going to be. It's going to be Napalm Somalian.
One second. Can I just do something? One second. Chinese.
Oh my lord, brother.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
Joke, by the way, joke.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's
Jesus
me, dog.
That's me, dog.
Oh, God.
Oh, good God.
We need to move on. We need to move on.
Moving on.
We need to move on.
I can't. I'm hyper focused onto this situation, onto this conversation.
Someone in chat give us something to talk about quick.
Speaking of which, I'm ordering a Chinese tonight, just saying.
What's his name?
Food. No, not Pearson. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
I
knew that was coming. Mr. Bing.
Mr. Bing.
Mr. Bing. So, is he come to do your math calculations for you?
No, I can do maths.
Okay.
Is your phone broken, is it a ball of rice?
Uncle Roger.
Uncle Roger.
God,
Fuck's
Jesus
sake,
Christ, where's this podcast going?
This has been like... I don't even know.
What's happened?
Last week's episode was very tame, you know. It's just gone.
It's gone from struggling with electronics to racism. Fine line, crossed, very close, but we have crossed.
I'll tell you one thing that would end racism.
Go on.
Getting rid of a religion.
You know what? No,
I was going to say get rid of one of them.
Because going back to what I said earlier, religion starts wars, you know. Just think, right? If there was no such thing as religion anywhere, would wars still happen?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, they would, but not as often, you know.
Yeah.
I'd tell you what would stop world wars happening.
What's that?
Changing leadership from men to women.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Because no one would hesitate.
Instead of men arguing and fighting, women, the countries just wouldn't talk to each other for a couple of weeks. With a response of, I'm fine.
We've had a question from Sue.
Honest question.
Is Jews a religion? Well, Jews isn't a religion. But Judaism.
Judaism is the religion. Jews is the
Jews
people.
A religion. Is Jews a religion?
Judaism is the actual the name of the religion.
That question was basically like, is sound monkey people
You can't tell me to shut the fuck up. I didn't say anything. I just said it. Shut up.
I mean, that's like saying, are Christians a religion?
No, that's the same as is sand monkey people a religion?
Jesus Christ.
We did answer it.
Jews
is not a religion. That's just what they are. That's just their culture.
It's like calling Christianity worshippers Christians. Calling people that follow, you call them Jews. But
Sid, you're retarded. Like, Jews as a culture.
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 A culture.
Jews are
what are you on about?
What are we going on to here?
Yes.
Everyone in chat, including Mum Whedon. Feel free to rinse
according
it
to someone,
being stupid.
Jews were a cult, but we won't go to that.
Jews and the KKK, very similar.
Complete opposites, though. Looking back at what the KK is based off of.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh no.
For God's sake. Oh Christ.
This podcast has gone too far, I think.
Honestly, I am lost for words.
I watch this podcast.
You watch this podcast for
education.
Sid is homeschooled by the Cook Meat podcast. Right, this is your
The fact
weekly
that
lessons.
You watch this podcast for education purposes. Sid, we need to work on your education. Education purposes.
Did you know that Rastafarianism is a cult? A cult? It's a religion.
No way, man.
Rastafarianism is a cult.
Yeah. No, Rastafarianism
Did you know when I
is
joined
a
up to the Air
religion.
Force,
Yeah, go on.
the Rastafarians were the only people that were allowed to keep their hair. Everyone else had to shave them. And women, of course.
You know who also
Yeah.
have to shave their hair?
Hmm.
Cancer patients.
I mean, the Jews had to shave their head.
I'll just go down here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get off camera.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't my choice.
No.
Shave,
I don't think they
or
have a choice in
did they-
shaving their head.
did it just fall out, or did they pull it out?
Serious note, we shouldn't be joking about cancer. It's a very horrible thing to bear. If anyone
Yeah.
has been through that, it's
I think everyone has
Obviously.
had someone have cancer.
obviously everything we say on here is not meant in an offensive way.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it is just for human purposes.
Unless if you're
Dark.
vegan, then we probably will be
Dark.
offensive.
Fuck you guys.
It's dark humor, and
Would you
Don't
rather
get
have
offended.
cancer or be a vegan?
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. That.
see,
I could still eat meat if I had cancer.
I
You
would-
could, only for a couple of weeks, but
I'll choose cancer because you can get cured
Yeah.
from cancer most of the time,
yeah.
and you can't be cured from
You
being a
can't
vegan.
get cured from veganism. Do you know what the hardest part about being a vegan is?
So,
Keeping quiet about it.
True.
yeah, that is fucking true. Like, why?
I know it is.
Right. Right. I mean, I'm not for it, but people can do whatever they want these days, apparently. But you don't have to fucking tell everyone there. You know what I mean?
No.
It's the same,
No.
right? It's the same thing with like gay men, right? Why do they have to go around walking fucking like this and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gay"? It's like just.
But they
speak
sound like
normal,
you're
you know
from
what I mean?
6 there,
Why do they have to put on this fake gay accent?
mate. What do you mean? That just sounded like Essex, mate.
Yeah. Shut up.
mean, to say
No,
more,
babe.
Bye.
that's a good Joey Essex impression now.
He's another gay cunt, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
True. True.
Right.
So we've established.
I mean, we established
don't-
last week that Darren's somewhat gay, didn't we?
Oh, that is true.
We did.
Darren, are you still in chat? Because we do need to still talk about that. Like, I'm very concerned here.
We do, to be fair. I do want to address it. I am concerned about him, mate. I'd be saddened if I lose him to the gay world.
Josh, what would happen?
I think
What would you
Steph would
do
be
right
upset.
now if one Jackson was older and one day he just went, Dad? He
He's
looked
not
you dead
gonna-
in the eye and just went, Dad, I like men.
I'd be like, I like watching them play football too. Now let's go watch some sports and drink a beer.
But
I think
it's
that's
just
the
imagine like
appropriate way
he
to
turned
respond.
out gay. What would you do? Like, would you beat it out of him? Like, you know, get a 2x4 maybe.
Not on camera, I wouldn't know.
No.
I
I
would
wouldn't say anything like that on camera.
I would educate him in the right way.
Nice, smart answer. I like
It is, yeah. But what I'm really doing is
that.
So when he turns 18, Josh's gonna take him to a nightclub and go, right, son, challenge. We both got to try and pull someone.
Yeah, you've got to play Pull the Whale with Jackson.
no,
Yes,
not happening. Not
I
happening.
mean Jackson will be the only one playing probably, but
Just
harpoon
keep
the
him
whale.
straight, son.
every man knows in chat what Harpoon the Whale is. And if you
if they don't, you're not a proper man.
Have you been out?
Have you
ever had a night out?
Have you been clubbing?
Yeah.
Do you honestly miss clubbing? Like,
no.
Do you feel like you're past that age?
To be fair,
No.
I don't like it anymore. But the years I did have was pretty good. Like all my 2019 was just getting pissed every weekend. I even tried to leave work early once on a Friday to go out, and it was like, well, you can leave work and go down two cartons of milk in 10 minutes. And safe to say, I did it. But
The results later weren't good.
I couldn't go out. I was throwing up white sick.
Nice.
Disgusting. Like it was just like curdled in my belly. But anything to get out of work.
If you don't think, like, let's say COVID never happened,
right?
Do you think you'd have
it was
still gone out?
Conspiracy anyway, but,
It was. Everyone almost fell for it. Almost everyone.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd have still been going out, and do you think that would have changed your outlook on clubbing, or do you think you'd still be at the same point now? Because let's face it, 2019, yes, you was out clubbing, but by 2020, you completely stopped. Now, obviously, COVID completely stopped that for you, regardless whether you wanted to or not.
No, I think 2020 would have been my last year of going at it. I think.
How old have you been? 21? Really? You stopped at 21?
Yeah. Because 2021, I've been clubbing since then, but I don't really like my night outs now. Is just a bar. Like, I just like going to a bar.
Yeah, I know it is. But
ever since I've moved to where I am now, that's kind of when I've stopped. So back into 22.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is COVID stopped the going out, which meant the only way you could enjoy your drinks without being an alcoholic was having nights in, like bonfire nights and like shit like that, and not inviting people over and keeping distance or whatever. So with that being your only source of drinking, that then became the norm. What I'm saying is, do you genuinely think COVID changed your outlook on drinking? Or do you honestly think you'd have got to that point anyway? Because I didn't stop going clubbing until I was like 24. Joining the military is what stopped me doing mine, because you were obviously through basic, you weren't allowed to do anything. So that's what stopped me doing mine. And even then, I still did it. I don't
think it changed the alcohol. It just put a pause in it, didn't it? You know, because there was like 2 weeks. There was like 2 weeks in COVID, like it was like July 2020 or something like that, when they just opened everything back up, didn't they? And that was like the only time where women actually generally wanted to shag more than the guys did.
Yeah, it was the summer.
It was the help out to eat out or whatever it was. We mentioned it last week.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I played my part. Praise Jeebus.
So did Darren.
Praise Jeebus. You mean praise Boris Johnson?
So did Darren. Yeah. We all me and Darren helped out to eat out. Darren probably did more than I did, but I mean, he took it to another level, Darren.
He did. Do you know what else? I've just realised as well? Completely unrelated. And apologies for interrupting. This is going to be my last podcast of being 27.
Oh yeah.
It is.
It will be. It'll be the next
weekend will be my birthday on the Saturday. I will be. I was joining the fucking retirement age.
Yeah, exactly.
I've already got a birthday present because it's in your PC. And for your birthday, Josh, I'm getting a tattoo for free off Gaz. So happy birthday!
For my birthday.
Yeah, I got a tattoo session. I got a tattoo session on your birthday.
Wow.
No, I was meant to have one on my birthday. I couldn't get one because it was completely booked up. Twat.
So I'm getting more of my leg done. So happy birthday, Josh.
Get your legs out.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks, much appreciated.
I'll get you some deodorant if you want. Some packs of deodorant.
Yeah, I like that roll-on shit because I'm getting old.
Roll-on shit? Fucking hell.
Are you going to start wearing Jupe and fucking Old Spice in your shower gel?
No,
that is a red flag, Sid. That is a red flag.
Sid makes me wear some...
Imperial leather.
No, Sid makes you wear some Asian sounding one that's like called like Farage or like Sanjeed or whatever it's called. It's like, honestly, it's like
that sounds like something you would find in Baghdad.
Yeah, it's like called Rishi or something like that, which reminds me of Rishi Sunak.
God, imagine smelling Rishi.
How do they
imagine smelling
right
Rishi Sunak.
Did they have to go to the country?
Yeah, she's put it in. She put it in chat Farquad. Smell like more Farquad.
So you get the Farquad perfume, and to harvest it, they have to go to the country and like harvest the sweat off Farquad into a bottle.
Yeah,
and you just like dab it on yourself.
Oh, great! So I smell like Mo Farah. Is that what we're discussing? Is that what we've established?
I smell like Mo Farah.
I smell like Mo Farah.
Oh, no.
Back to Speech Monica, remember, the celebrity that I look like is Mo Farah. You know, the most resembled to.
I mean,
I smell like Mo Farah. I don't want to make any comments on that.
I mean, Mo Farah does look alien-like, so.
So wait, so about black people. I really can't say that about them.
That's the Mexican.
Joe looks like him, and I smell like him. Joe, between us, you are Mo, and I am Farah.
Okay, I'll be Mo.
You've got the looks, I've got the smell. No. Apparently.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ!
It's that distinct smell, isn't it?
I don't want to smell like a.
Speaking of which, has anyone seen that that Instagram reel again? It's of the woman that they do like. I can't remember what it right. It's not like Come Down With Me, but it's something similar. And like two families go to each other's houses for a TV show, and they just spend an evening there. And it is a proper chavvy council estate woman that you would expect. If I said describe her,
is it
you'd hit the nail on the head.
Is it Come Down With Me?
I don't think it's Come Down With Me, but anyways.
Come Down With Me was the one where it was like four contestants and they all go to each other's house and they all cook each other a meal.
Now it wasn't quite that, but it was something similar. Now the other family was Indian. The other family was of a Pakistani, Indian, I don't know exactly, Asian. So I do apologise, but of that area of the world. Do you know what I mean? Like from that area. Yes, and she was like, "Yeah, no, I had a really good time. I was actually quite surprised. Really, I got inside the house and it didn't smell like Paki like I thought it would." And she's like, "Oh wait, I'm on TV. I can't say
that." Yeah, you can't say that on TV. The fact that the TV producer like looks through the edit and goes, "Yeah, we'll keep that in."
Oh my lord!
The worst thing, this woman lives in Bradford.
Now,
what's the TV show called? Some Council With Me.
No, I don't know what it's called, to be fair, but two sides of me look at that, and one of them goes, "That's fucking racist," and the other side of me goes, "But I know exactly what smell she's on about."
Yeah.
What do you mean? You all agreeing for? Go, yeah. So we all know what she's on about.
It's like an Indian curry house, isn't it? When you go for an Indian takeaway, it's like just spices everywhere, isn't it? You know?
It's the thing. It's either it's the smell of the curry and the spices, or it's the smell of those like incense burners, isn't it? You know, like the sticks they put in the fucking like holder, and they just fucking light it up, and it just smells of that.
Right.
You know what?
What is this smell? Oh, it's sandalwood and fucking myrrh.
Sandalwood.
It's Gandhi's flip-flop.
Sandalwood is an actual like fragrance, by the way. You can look it up.
You know what? During the question now, why is most Indian food spicy? Like, why have the spice?
Because the rest of it's just tasteless.
I feel like Chef would know that one.
The thing is, though, the spices are actually really good for you. Like, really good for, like, your digestion and stuff like that. Like, turmeric is really good for you. Like, turmeric's good for, like, your bones, and it's good for your, like, heart and stuff like that. But, I mean, like, the main spice, like one of the main spices they use is a mix of spices called garam masala, and it's like basically they put that in everything because that mixture of spices is supposed to give you health benefits, basically.
Oh. I apologise for laughing. I wasn't actually listening to a single thing you said.
I was going to say, I did see you laughing. What?
I mean...
So, obviously, for anyone that watches, I'm in a different cell. I'm currently sat in the kitchen / dining room of my mum and dad's house. And my dad's just walked in and just like cartoon sneaks all the way to the cupboard to get some snacks. And then cartoon sneak out.
Good old yeah.
Like the proper Tom and Jerry sneak, like.
If he had the Pink Panther theme tune music, it would be perfect.
Get some snacks.
Speaking of Chinese people.
Oh my god, right.
Oh, wait, what? Where's this going?
I thought you should... Here's one here.
Here's one I bought earlier. I don't know.
One's just ended up at my house.
Just a little challenge.
It's got Chinese delivered.
Nice.
Now this
Chinese takeaway. Bosh.
This one's for me phone.
Chinese.
Big up Big John.
Chinese.
Big up Big John.
We're doing it.
Big John.
So we're doing a mukbang. Well, we should do a mukbang next time, you know.
Have you guys watched that guy on TikTok or Instagram, whatever? Big John.
Yeah, the big fat bald
British guy.
Chinese.
Fucking
Chinese.
That's
Chinese.
I don't feel like I've seen him.
You know, actually relating to him, I saw an Instagram reel. It was like, it was like an American woman. It's like the most sexiest accent is definitely the British accent. It just skips to him going, "Fucking Chinese."
I've seen another one go, "Anyone want a fucking Macca's burger?"
That just sums up the British public. What's Britain like? Big John.
Sexiest accent. It's got to be like Norwegian or something. Swedish. And to be fair, they probably have the sexiest people as well.
Do you know what? I was going to just about say they don't even need to talk and they're still the sexiest people.
But they have the prices on everything.
I mean, I could ask my Swedish friend Linus. I mean,
special guest Linus for the end of season 2.
So I get all of my facts from the world on Instagram because obviously that's where all the truth's posted.
Facebook.
And no, Instagram. I get all my Facebook. I don't. It's not 2010. Christ.
Yeah. True.
I found out the happiest country in the world by vote of population is indeed Finland.
I was going to say, is it Finland?
Now, Finland.
Isn't Finland also like the most racist country in the world? I'll be using a punchline.
They actually.
They are.
Yeah. I was going to say, they work only 4-hour weeks.
Yeah.
Their education system is at an all-time high of like a 96% pass rate. Right. Their average income is miles better than any European country, and their racism is like 95% racist. It's brilliant. And that's why they're so amazing. So,
I want to live in Finland.
I think we should move to Finland, boys. Everything just seems to be a tick in the box.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you get skiing and shit for free, so...
And they're a part of NATO now.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Feel safe for them.
Yes.
I mean,
they got like one of the biggest militaries as well.
I mean, the Finnish did beat Russia in a war, so...
Did they?
Yeah,
I mean, as Russia actually
so as World War II was going
themselves.
on, Russia was fighting 2 wars, obviously with Nazi Germany, but they were also fighting against the Finnish in the Winter War.
Yeah, well, wasn't that Finnish sniper that killed like 300 people or something?
Yeah, Simo Hayek is his name. And he killed people. He literally killed people with a Kar 98K iron sights because he was like, a scope only hinders you because you see the glint in the sun, and then I shoot and they die.
Absolute boss.
He actually died in 2002. He lived all the way to 2002.
Fucking hell.
And like people ask him, like, how do you think about all the people you killed during the war? It's like, officer or not, they just died, and I didn't care about them.
I mean, they were invading his country, so
exactly.
You know what I mean?
It was.
If anyone invaded England, if I had to fight, I personally don't think I would, mind shooting people. Personally, I don't see what the big deal. All this PTSD bollocks, that's all myth, isn't it?
I'd love to be able to do it and get away with it.
It's always just to do with fucking the explosions there, the shell shock and shit, isn't it? There's PTSD.
Yeah, but people, to be fair,
straight up do it. There's no hesitation.
People generally do have PTSD, but I mean, you get those people that claim they have PTSD from like seeing a fucking rat or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, can't do that.
I mean, post-traumatic distress is a mental.
Yeah, it's a genuine thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a genuine thing.
And like you get those people who've been to war and shit, and
yeah, they've been fucking absolutely through the ringer.
Claim it. There's those people that claim it, and
he's talking about those victims that survived the relationship.
Yeah, it's like I've just broke up with my ex-girlfriend PTSD. It's like what? I mean, they claim benefits. I mean, it turns out they live on a council estate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all that same bullshit. Fucking hell, this is a harsh podcast.
Then it turns out the legs are open more than it fucking rains in the UK. Honestly.
I mean, the worst thing that the British government do is they don't support veterans of the armed services.
Run the country.
Yeah, true.
They support scraps, mate.
The worst thing they do is run the country.
Honestly, if you're just homeless, just buy a house.
That is.
Have you seen the new? I saw on the news the other day. There's a new legislation they're trying to bring in, and it's an old Victorian legislation. Basically, it's to deal with the homeless problem. And basically, what they're going to do is they're going to arrest homeless people and then throw them in prison, because then they're off the streets.
They'll give them a home, though.
It'd give them... Okay, I see the point in they'll give them a home, but at the end of the day, it's the taxpayers' money that's paying for that. If you think about it.
Do you think we should bring back the death penalty?
Yes.
For certain crimes,
I would be in the crowd.
Yes.
I would be in the crowd with a box of popcorn.
When someone's swinging.
Fair.
Would you not, though? Like, I probably would go watch public execution. I think I'm fucked up.
Stuff like
100%. I'd watch public execution.
Murderers.
I'd buy tickets and everything.
Child rapists.
I'd buy tickets.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Anything against children.
I'd buy like a year season pass for it. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not a fucking video game.
I get all the skins and cosmetics and everything.
Executions.
Yeah, the execution pass.
I'm in the splash zone.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I'm using a red arrow, so I know who I kill.
Yeah, I think it's that time when we're at the end of the podcast, by the way.
They get faster and faster, these podcasts.
We are nearing the 55-minute mark.
As well.
Well, yeah.
So
right,
if you want to take it away with the riddle and the conundrum.
I was going to say, as soon as we are coming to an end, we will say the riddle and the conundrum again for anyone that did miss it. So I like to state, obviously, if you do know the answers, don't put them in chat. Please DM us, and we'll add you to the answer poll that we do have going for season 2. But the conundrum,
who's going to be this week?
The conundrum for this week is bumsinge. That is BUMSINGE, and it's a particular feeling. And the riddle is what can't talk but will reply when spoken to. So there you go.
A woman.
It's not a woman, but I'll give you that for free. It's not a woman. But if you feel like you know the answers, please DM us, put it in the Discord or whatever. We will add you to the list of answers. And obviously at the end of season 2, someone will get a prize, whoever's got the most answers correct. So, that is the conundrum and riddle for today's podcast.
Can't talk, but will reply when spoken to. That one's actually got me stumped,
Has it? Ooh. Yeah. And the conundrum is bum singe. So
I keep thinking it's something like tech support or something like that.
Tech support. No, it's easier than you think. It's easier than you think. Well, it's not, because it is hard. It's a riddle. But anyways, guys, that is the end of episode 4.
This is the end of episode 4. It's been a brutal one, but we needed it because we haven't done one in a while.
Yes,
that is true. That is true.
This has been a very brutal episode, but like I said, it is Dark Humour Podcast, so don't report us. If you do, then we'll hunt you down. And yes, yeah. Anyways, guys,
we've got people.
I've been Joe. I've been joined with Chef and Josh, the co-host of Cut Me Podcast, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you later.
I'm
Take
go
it
easy,
bags.